It's been raining all weekend, cats and dogs. It's been a big mud hole out here at our campsite, and they have a burn ban going on. I'm not one to use a lot of fancy big words, but I think that's called a paradox. We had like one sliver of sunshine yesterday, and of course we used that very small amount of time and space to go to the farmer's market. But this is part of the experience, and we're just gonna make the most of it. Little bit of sunlight coming. Keep it coming, come on. Come on. This is not what it looked like yesterday. And then the rain started in the afternoon, and it's just been on and off since. Mostly on. So it's been a year since I've been on YouTube. And what's my experience with YouTube been like? I've really enjoyed this. I'm 52 years old, and I can't think of a better hobby to have. Welcome to Guadalupe River State Park. There's something to be said about staying at a park so close that if you forget something, you just run home and get it. Where's Coop? I'm kidding, of course. We could never forget Cooper. He protects us against the ferocious beasts of the wilderness. We're heading to Guadalupe River State Park over in Spring Branch, Texas. Never heard of Spring Branch? Well, that's probably because it looks like this on Google Maps. We're entering the hill country again, but not all up in it like Inks Lake State Park, but far enough to appreciate it for what it is. Central Texas at its finest. The Guadalupe River runs for 230 miles from Kerr County, Texas to its mouth directly into San Antonio Bay, right on the Texas Gulf Coast. This is a very popular river in these parts, attracting tubers, canoeists, kayakers, and of course, fishermen. Flowing through the towns of Kerrville, New Braunfels, Seguin, Gonzales, Cuero, Victoria, this river also gained the unfortunate notoriety of being labeled as the catalyst of one of the most flash flood-prone regions of the country, the likes of which were never more evident than the recent events, which occurred just a couple of months ago. I'll discuss that later. I don't want to, but I feel the need to. From where we keep our trailer Janie Marie parked to our destination is about a 30-minute drive. 20 without the construction. See? We're here already. Guadalupe River State Park is a 1,938-acre park, which includes the Bower unit just north of the river. To the right of us here is the Honey Creek State Natural Area. This 2,294-acre section of terrain is limited in its access and only available to view by guided tour. And why? Because it's fragile, it's delicate, and it's undisturbed. That's to protect its features as well as a couple of rarities in the golden-cheeked warbler and the Honey Creek cave salamander. Now, on to Guadalupe River State Park itself. It's over 3 miles from the main road to the park headquarters, and then an additional 2 miles to our camping loop. So yes, we're sort of off the beaten path. This land was purchased by the Texas Nature Conservancy in 1980 and later conveyed to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department to be established into a state park, which opened in 1983. On a Texas state park timeline, this would be considered one of the youngsters. I've actually been here many times. Growing up, this park was a distant second to Goose Island State Park for my family's most frequented We were vaguely aware of a 50% chance of rain this weekend, but we take forecasts with a grain of salt. We're staying here in the Turkey Sink camping loop. It's good to be back. And of course, we had to set up and tend to some urgent matters. We are in downtown Boerne, Texas, pronounced Boerne, spelled Boerne. And what are we doing here? Well, take a wild guess. They have jalitos today, so I am overjoyed. Our evening is now complete. What a beautiful, overcast morning. We are in campsite 59. What's up, Nomer? We have some probable weather coming in. Not sure exactly when it's supposed to come in, sometime between 10 and 12. And I think it's about 10 right now. On the other hand, though, we got a really nice campsite here. Janie Marie backed in, no problem. Very nicely shaded. With a mishmash of live oak, cedar. There's Hooter. These site pads maybe could use a repaving. We do have a little bit of a drop off right here, so just be mindful of that when you book one of these sites. I wouldn't want anyone to slip and fall on their asphalt. Front to back, side to side, I didn't have to do any leveling or blocking or anything. It was very easy as soon as we pulled in. Got the antenna set up. We're getting about 13 channels. This is a water and electric site. We have 20, 30, and 50 amp power. Got our setup out here. Depending on the weather, I might bring this rug up. Got a very nice sizable concrete slab here with a wooden picnic table. And a tent pad way back there, out yonder. And this is a nice sizable tent pad here. Here's a fire pit, but alas, we have a burn ban going on right now, which is surprising because we've gotten a pretty decent amount of rainfall this summer. So I'm surprised about the burn ban. Little disappointed, really. I had something in mind. I was going to bring the Weber and do something special like I normally do, but it's not going to happen. This is the Turkey Sink camping loop, and all of the sites here are more or less the same. They're fairly shaded. Some have full sun, at least on the concrete RV pad. We got lucky. We got a very shaded site, but we also don't have a lot of TV channels either because of it. Here's the bathhouse, which we've used this morning. They have individual private shower rooms and then a men and women's bathroom. Looks like you have a filtered water station here too. And hey, a vending machine. But this is a nice bathhouse. The idea of a lot of different private locked shower rooms was actually kind of nice. And I know there's some other parks that do the same thing. Stephen F. Austin has a couple of private showers, but this is a nice bathhouse. Water temperature was good. Water pressure was good. Mrs. Switchback showered here this morning and she was okay with it. So happy wife, happy life. I think that's the way they say it. I'm not always that big on going into the restrooms to give a little tour. I have a certain phobia, I can't explain it. But let me show you what one of these shower rooms looks like here. So this is your area where you hang your towel. Like I said, it'd be nice to have a bench or something right here. And then again, this is wheelchair accessible. That's your shower stall. It is about 86 degrees right now. Humidity is at 79%. And I don't see any sky whatsoever. It's all cloud covered today. We're looking at a 50% chance of rain today and a 50% chance of rain tomorrow. The 2 full days that we're going to be here. Oh, and for those that saw my last video, in case the 3 of you were wondering, I'm digging this GoPro 13. I'm liking the battery and performance, which seems to be a notch above the Hero 12. And the ultra-wide lens is really a game changer. I'm still messing with it, but so far I'm impressed. I was hoping to get some wildlife shots this weekend, but I didn't see a whole lot. Except for this little guy, who hung around the campsite most of the time. If he only knew how close he came. The predator's in town. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Apex predator. Seen here absorbed in the thought of armadillo jerky. Cooper, the lynx, is on his normal hill country carnage quest. Birds, deer, armadillos, cows, possums, humans, skunks, and other critters. Yes, I said skunks. He's an equal opportunity carnivore. We're all in danger when he's around. You see, we call this a Texas state park. He calls it a Texas state lunch wagon. And the rain isn't gonna stop him. A typhoon wouldn't stop him. Once he has his mind set on flesh and innards, he's like a feline possessed. I mean, his presence was reported in the news alerts even more than the weather. No one and no thing can stop him once they get in his path. And that includes Chuck Norris. He's got plenty of woods here to hide in. Then it's just waiting. Just waiting to pounce on some unfortunate, unsuspecting beast. And when he's done with the carnage, he'll look at you straight in the eyes and he'll say, "Hey, who's the beast now?" I love our Texas state parks. I've been coming to these places since I was a kid. And I've mentioned it before, but every one of them feels like a second home to me. It doesn't matter which park it is, doesn't matter what part of Texas it's in. I love these places and I always have. The whole idea behind state parks is to provide an area that allows people to enjoy nature, enjoy the resources with amenities like campsites, recreation halls, playgrounds, fishing, hiking, swimming, biking, you name it. This is the way it was intended to be. Leave no trace. So when I see something like this, it's a little disheartening and kind of embarrassing. So I will speak for all of us because I know there are many of you that feel the same way I do. Desecrate your own backyard, not ours. And whoever you are, I'm not a mean person. I'm a nice guy. I hope you're happily married. I hope you have beautiful families. And I hope you're enjoying your life. Because if you're not, then you just made a bigger ass of yourself. I think once everybody reaches a certain age, the get off my lawn moments become more and more frequent. I guess there's no getting around it. We have to talk about it. In the very early morning hours of July 4th, 2025, a vortex created by moisture from Tropical Storm Barry and residual tropical moisture from the eastern Pacific developed into a storm front, producing significant rainfall concentrated on the hill country of central Texas. In Kerrville, Texas, in a mere 45 minutes, the Guadalupe River rose to a terrifying 26 feet. This region of Texas is known as Flash Flood Alley, and with the ground being predominantly limestone, that means the runoff and funneling into the river system is fast, and as was in this case, very furious. This is what they refer to as a 100-year flood, meaning there's a 1 in 100 chance or a 1% probability that this flood will be equaled or exceeded in any given year. What we do know now is that 4 months of rain fell here in 3 days, with the river ultimately cresting at over 37 feet. Altogether, over 12,000 structures were destroyed or damaged. Over 400 rescues were performed, and sadly, 135 people ultimately perished in this disaster. And with all of the region's summer camps set in motion, 37 of these deaths were children. This was the 4th deadliest flooding in the history of the state. Many RV and state parks in the hill country were affected by this disaster. Inks Lake State Park, which we were just at in May, shut down for a few days. You couldn't get in or out. Guadalupe River State Park was affected too. Right about here, where I'm standing, is how high the water came during the flood. The entire day use area here was underwater. The water rose in this stretch right here to 39 feet, and it came down from the Kerrville area where the flood started and arrived here in a matter of about 16 hours. Normally it would take 24 hours for floodwaters to reach this part of the Guadalupe River from the Kerrville area. The outpouring of rescue and support from across the country was staggering. The flood relief was overwhelming, with organizations like NASA, Walmart, Sam's, Airbnb, as well as sports teams, San Antonio Spurs, Houston Rockets and Astros, Dallas Mavericks and Cowboys. Believe me, all of these organizations I've listed are just a fraction of support. So overwhelming, it took weeks for a slot that the company I work for could fill. We gathered and delivered dry goods, non-perishables, toiletries, cleaning products, as well as a ton of medical supplies and equipment. We don't always consider the importance of things like wheelchairs, PPE, O2 equipment. Bravo, work fam. For all of those that were affected by this tragedy, our thoughts and prayers are definitely with you. We're heading over to the Discovery Center. That would be the nature center at this park, or as Cooper would like to call it, a restaurant. This is a monarch butterfly way station here. During the warmer months of the year, this is where the monarch butterflies will be thriving. Not right now, though. Kids enter here. What do you think? I wonder if I would get kicked out of the park if I entered there.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hi.
Hey.
These are all the fish that I will not catch. This is such a nice nature center.
It really is.
They also have an amphitheater too. Good thing. I'd like to thank all of you for coming out here and seeing Switchback Texan. On your way out, feel free to stop by Site 59. I will be glad to provide you with an autograph. See you next time. Well, in usual Switchback Texan video fashion, Mrs. Switchback has succeeded once again in finding a farmer's market. All right, so we're at the Boerne Farmer's Market because that's what we do. I'm gonna get a lemonade because it's about 180 degrees outside and the humidity is about 300%. So why not get a lemonade? A blueberry lemonade. We are here with the Homestead Squeeze out of Boerne. Boerne, are y'all from Boerne?
Yes.
And this is the real deal, y'all. This is real fruit.
You had the big blueberry.
I'm glad they got the straw big enough because I'm sucking in blueberries.
I know, it's kind of
But oh my God, this is amazing. How's yours?
Delicious.
So to pass the time, we decided to Google Translate. So Switchback Texan in Spanish is
Tejano de curvas cerradas.
yes. So put that in and then see what it translates into English. What does it say?
Texan with tight curves.
Texan with tight curves. So it's been a year since I've been on YouTube. I posted my first video about a year ago. And what's my experience with YouTube been like at this point? It's been amazing. I've really enjoyed this. I'm 52 years old and I can't think of a better hobby to have. All this started, of course, with us having the idea of buying a travel trailer. We've been having such a fun time doing this. It's been everything I thought it would be. As far as YouTube goes, This has been great. I've met a lot of fantastic people, like-minded individuals, and it's a community out there. The RV community in Texas is very welcoming, very kind. It's just the beginning. I plan on doing this for a long time. Believe me, if I could put out more videos, I would. I have so much fun doing it. I have fun editing. I have fun reviewing all the footage. It's just been great. I've taught myself everything. I've never edited a video in my life before I started doing this. And it's been really fun, actually, watching my channel and how it's evolved. For example, Cooper. I had just planned on taking a few shots of him, a few little clips, and feature him in my videos, and it kind of turned into a thing. The whole thing with the cooking, I don't know where that came from. I think it was just sort of an experiment with editing, just to see what I could or couldn't do. And that's kind of turned into a thing too. I just recently got monetized too, you know, and that's pretty cool. I don't expect these things. I just take things as they come. And I've had fun doing this. It's been so much fun. I want to thank all of you that have subscribed to my channel, all of you that like to watch my videos. It means a lot to me. I wish I could meet every one of you. I'm still learning, but it's a privilege to have you come along on this journey with us. And what's my goal doing this? If I can put a smile on your face, then mission accomplished. This park was developed and opened in 1983. And I came here a lot when I was growing up. Of course, we lived close by. We lived in San Antonio, so this was very easy to come to for a quick weekend getaway. It is a popular park, though, I will say that. With the proximity to San Antonio, it does get pretty lively here, especially down by the river. We do have another camping loop here, the Cedar Sage camping loop. Now this is going to be a little bit different. There are no RVs or trailers allowed here that are over 20 feet long. Perfect for tent camping, van camping. These are also water and electric, only 20 and 30 amp. Very nice though, nice sized tent pads. Not a lot of people here, but you know, as the weather permits, I guess. I think they have about 4 or 5 park hosts here in this park. This is a very extensive camping area, a lot more than Turkey Sink. Turkey Sink is just one loop. This seems to be a series of loops. This is a big park. There are also a series of speed bumps down this road, and that's a good thing. And of course, we do have a dump station here, which we will be using since we have water and electric hookups only. Looks like they have 2 ports here for the dump station. There is a light at this dump station here. And of course, do not drink this dump station water. Enticing though, isn't it? I mean, how can you not be tempted to guzzle water from the spigot that's right next to the raw sewage hole? There's thundering all around, but it's kind of slowed down a little bit. It's all part of the experience. We're taking the Turkey Sink Trail. I believe this goes all the way down to the river. And I'm going to spend the next 30 or 45 minutes or so wading through the wetness. Let's do this. Well, I can see the river, and I can see a little hill that I have to make my way down. Looks a little muddy, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I figured I would check in with Mrs. Switchback first and see how she's doing. It is about 8:30 on a Sunday morning. Hello?
Yes.
Just wanted to check in and see how you're doing.
I'm not doing anything, just having coffee and hanging out with Cooper.
I'm pretty close to the river. Do you want to come out and join me?
No. Bye. Over and out.
Did you actually expect her to come out here? We've gotten quite a bit of rain in the last day or so, and I think it's supposed to continue today. Scattered, of course, but look what it's done to the river just in the last 24 hours. This is not what it looked like yesterday. I'm not really on much of a trail anymore, but rather just roots. So I'm gonna head on back. They should have just renamed this to the Root Trail. North of the river is the Boerne unit. That's about 670 acres. And it's nothing but trails. No amenities, no campsites, just trails. And we're going to go on none of them. This trail's taking a lot out of me. I don't know if it's the humidity or everything is just wet and damp and now it's starting to sprinkle again. But this trail was not as easy as I thought, especially down by the river. But that's what I do. Show you the incorrect ways of hiking. I didn't wear my glasses just because wearing glasses in the rain sucks. Well, we're going for a stroll in the rain. I don't know what's more surprising. The fact that it's just been a steady drizzle all weekend, or Mrs. Switchback all up in it. That's kind of a shocker.
Yeah.
But
For me too.
But here we are, we're doing it. The rain ain't gonna stop us.
Yeah.
Cooper's the smart one.
Yeah,
He's indoors, he's under the bed, he's in his little Cooper's corner, so he's the smart one. I'm actually very proud of Mrs. Switchback braving the elements like this. Very proud. All right, we are here at Jalisco, and we don't get enough Tex-Mex food being in San Antonio and all. So it's not Dairy Queen, but it'll do. Well, it's our last evening here, and the skies are opening up a little bit. This is a nice park. I don't mind being out even if it is raining. It makes everything just a little bit messy. I also want to mention, since it has been raining all weekend, all the trails closed today. So when I took that hike this morning, shortly after is when it started pouring, and they closed down all the hiking trails. Would you like to go hiking down a trail? And just as I mentioned earlier, the possibility of meeting people and making friends always amazes me. You never know who you may come across when you're on one of these little getaways. That's one of the many joys of being part of this RV and YouTube community. Dare I say tribe? It just so happened that our reservations coincided with another YouTube channel that I watch. Hey, are we stalkers?
Yeah, stalker.
Howdy, y'all.
How are you doing?
Good. We are here with Dan and Shelly with Austin Alley Adventures. We had found out not too long ago that we were going to be staying here at the same time that they're staying here. So we got a campsite that's just about two or three campsites down from you guys.
2 or 3.
So yeah. And we haven't been in here. Wow, this is nice.
Oh, so nice.
Beautiful. This is an Alliance. What's the model?
This is a 32 RLS. This is about 35 feet. It's 34 feet,
Okay.
11 inches.
Got it.
So,
Well, they have been doing this for what? How long? About a year?
yeah, a little over a year.
Yeah, same as us. Tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel.
So, originally I started it, and then I've slowly been able to get my wife to be a little bit more of a part of it.
Against her will. Yeah, completely.
So we do like RV reviews, campground reviews. We do modifications, upgrades, how-to videos, tours,
Trailers.
yeah, RV videos. So I mean, it's a little bit of everything.
Now, the video that I kind of go back to that I've watched a few times is the modification you did with the table here.
Yes. Yeah. So there's a YouTuber in California that does that. He
Okay.
designed this,
Yes.
and so you can just pull it out and turn it whatever direction you want.
Very nice.
And you can leave it out, so if you have someone coming over, you can give it some more room, because originally this was like right here on the wall.
Yes,
so this gives you like 5 or 6 inches more that way. But we really don't eat this way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not very conversational.
You can have it
like
that
Harvard
way,
does.
and you have your whole camp that you can look out at
Exactly.
while you eat.
Yes.
This is a beautiful rig. It even smells like potpourri.
Yes, it smells
So,
beautiful.
yes.
Yes.
This is wonderful. Austin Alley Adventures. Go check out the channel. I will have a link in my description. Thanks for allowing us into your trailer today. I appreciate it.
More than welcome.
We were glad to meet you.
Well, we're heading home. And of course, the day we're heading home, the sun is shining brightly.
Yes.
The skies are clear. And again, we don't live very far from Guadalupe River State Park. Wow, we're here already. See what I mean? I'm sorry I couldn't get to a cooking segment for this video. Or did I? I know what you're thinking. Why didn't he just cook in the trailer? Well, because I'm lazy. That's why. But I've had all these ingredients. We're back home and damn it, I'm cooking burgers. This is the lazy version of the crack burger. I'm calling it the half-ass crack burger. Wow. I appreciate you watching our Guadalupe River State Park video. I wish the weather would have been a little bit better, but we pulled Janie Marie, and it doesn't matter where we go, what weather we're in, we're gonna find a way to have fun, and we did. Great park, great park. Just a really nice park that's close to home. Mid-October, we're gonna head over to we're gonna go back to Goose Island State Park. We're gonna head over to Brazos Bend after that, and then we're going back to Stephen F. Austin State Park. We've been to Goose Island before. I'm gonna do a little something different for that video. And Stephen F. Austin, again, we've been there before too, but there's a surprise in our Stephen F. Austin video, so you'll just have to wait and find out.
Yeah.
If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to be notified when my videos post, hit that notification bell. I appreciate all of you that have subscribed to my channel. If you haven't, go ahead and do it. We enjoy taking these little trips, and we enjoy taking you along with us. So until next time, Switchback Texan is out.